Dallas gets set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bless on Austin. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Darnold completes it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Bell running right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. He'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Completion there to Brashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided, and they're hoping for big plays downfield.
And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. And a 49er first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Down right around the 25. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
A gain of 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Down at the 23-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, 49ers nothing.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think this.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
San Francisco.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 7. Robbie Gould to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Forced out to it, and I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, Mostert, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Niners 14, Jets 7. Robbie Gould to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 30-yard line.
Second and 5.
Check. Watch 54. And let's get that ball here.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold from the gun. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Third down.
You got it.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Watch the slant. 56.
Darnold on 1st down. Eric Armstead gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Bell. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Austin. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Going deep here for Watkins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Darnold's pass intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brandon Ayuk's the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed, no good, way wide to the right. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
57, Mike, 57.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sammy Watkins, 62 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On Austin on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Blake Cashman.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Just like that. 57.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Pierre Desir. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So on now comes the Jets offense as they're going to go for 2 here. After the interception, here's Darnold. And this will be caught. As they convert here for 2. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Here we go. By 20.
Garoppolo on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
First down.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the 11.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Hey, watch out. Check right 54. Right and 80. Check.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he is caught. It's Perriman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Darnold fighting Perriman there for a New York first down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Check.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sam Darnold sacked. tackled back at the 30-yard line. That's the end.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
57 Mike 57. I'm here all day.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. 48 yards. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Desir on the stop.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Tevin Coleman.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Mostert. And Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try it now with Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
For the Jets.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now Austin. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Darnold on the keeper. A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting.